Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently working on getting our ships upgraded because we're refitting them to deal with the Unbidden. Now the Unbidden do use a lot of energy weapons. I think for the time being, we're balanced right now. I think we're not going to bother refitting that. I did accidentally stop these guys from upgrading though. Let's just go ahead and get all of these upgrading. And there was, I believe, another one or two of them that was intended to be upgrading as well. Yeah, the 2nd Fleet at Nixahel and the 6th Fleet at Nixahel as well. So we'll proceed on forward here. The Shenandoah requires orders. For the time being, I'm actually just going to disband it. But we need to go through our worlds here real quick and make sure that all of this is looking good. So what do we have going on here? This mining world... that devastation just needs to come down. That's not a big deal. That's just time. So that seems okay. We, of course, need to finish up our existing war, but that's basically over. What do we need on this research station? I'm not sure why this is set up as a research station. Let's make it be a foundry station, and we'll put in an alloy foundry for right now. Okay, cool. We've got this Forge World here. I think that's a good designation for it, but it does need to have a monument, and it does need to have a gene clinic. It's being settled as we speak. Okay, that all looks good. So, we'll proceed forward here. We are still bombarding up here with one of our fleets, while the others are all upgrading. We're still bombarding here, and this needs time to be taken down. So we'll take Cradle soon enough.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Dark matter thrusters. Okay, we'll get that upgraded after we've got all of our upgrades done. The upgrades are, like, we can't change things around while upgrading, right? We'll put in dark matter thrusters and I think change over to be more shield heavy a little later on. Kinetic weapon damage will be really good. Now, looking at what's going on up here, it looks like the location we're going to come into conflict with the Unbidden is going to be here. We can get there fairly easily, but we need to have our upgrades done, right? We're heading down to the mega shipyard to get these upgrades done. That sounds great to me. So that'll be fine. We do have 4 alloys down over here that I just now noticed. Where is our construction ships? Construction ship. Here we go. There's one up in Unatra right now. Actually, let's go ahead and get this done as soon as this month tick happens.
The conquest of a new world has begun.
Any moment now, month tick. And we're on the 19th. It'll be a bit yet. We also need to get rid of a couple of starbases. What about Jabbath? That one can be downgraded. We can also afford to get rid of maybe like Opryuk. Yes, that looks good. Okay, so we'll get rid of both of those. So that way we'll be much better off in our energy credits department. We'll get this starbase built. That's the year tick there. Okay. So the Unbidden are going to spread over here for a little bit, right? That's definitely a thing. So the Axis Mundi has finished repairing. Let's go ahead and take that over. And the 3rd and 1st Fleet have been repaired. But the Tectonic has also been finished up. We're going to take both of those over to here. There we go. Beautiful. So they're going to be there for a bit. How are these upgrades going? They're going okay. They're taking some time, but that's fine. Dark matter deflectors just finished. That's good. That's really, really good. And dark matter power. Beautiful. So we're still working on... Actually, there's not anything going on here now. Noted. How are upgrades here going? Still preparing for upgrades. Okay, probably not in position just yet. Cool. So, as far as Cradle goes, we're still bombarding that. Once these are upgraded, we're going to head back. That'll be fine. Cool.
The conquest of a new world has begun.
Indeed it has. So the real question right now, as we see all of our upgrades here underway, and there are a few constructions still happening too. We have been working on rebuilding ships, but that's fine for now. This is going to, like...
Our ships have been made superior.
For now, the AI is not responding to this. That will likely change at a certain point. The question is when, right? Let's hop on down to our fleets here.
Superior.
We can see that the first fleet is actually still in need of additional upgrades. I thought we got those upgrading. The third fleet needs upgrades as well. And so does our juggernauts.
Our spaceport.
Okay, we'll get those going.
Have been made superior.
Not all of these are upgraded. Okay. Well, just get all of those done. So the 8th fleet is currently fighting this fleet on its own. It does have this station, but we should definitely turn up our edicts for this fight. So volatile reactive armor, we're actually lacking in volatile motes. That's probably what's going on here. I'm going to buy in 1,000 volatile motes, and we'll turn on our volatile reactive armor, and our volatile explosives, our volatile ammunition, and our exotic gases for shield boost. Okay. So we're going to need additional assistance fighting these guys, right?
One of our spaceports.
But we have the spaceport on our side. It's not surprising that they pulled back here. These guys are not upgraded yet. I'm just going to take the 6th fleet up here. We need to get here now. Okay. Unfortunately, our army is caught up in this. That is extremely unfortunate. We're going to retreat here, and they're going to focus on this station. Are we about to arrive? We're close. Okay, so in we go. And this should win this battle. Yeah, that should be fine. So we're going to have this take over bombardment duties. These guys retreated. They were the ones that we defeated previously and retreated here. So that's to be expected.
Has made the ultimate sacrifice.
Okay. So this is all good, right? We managed to win that. So no problem there. We're going to go bombard over Cradle again. And we'll just get that done. Cool. So one of our fleets is gone. When will it be back? Well, after the autosave, we'll find out. 3 months. That's not too bad. Okay, so our fleets are still busily upgrading. We did lose a good number of these, but we have some alloys banked up, so that seems reasonably okay. The Orinoco is over here, and of course needs to build its mining stations. That'll all be good. And then once it's done with that, I'm going to put it on automatic construction. Beautiful. This world is not terraforming. We're not going to terraform it at this moment. Checking in on the Unbidden. Ooh. We might not need to do anything here. That is a heck of a fleet. Oh my. So the AI has decided to do things. That is one heck of a fleet. No doubt about that. Well, they should be able to win that, I think. For sure. So it looks like the Unbidden are taken care of. We'll still prep for it, just in case somehow the AI mess this up. But I don't see how they do. Realistically, I really don't see how the AI messes that one up. So that seems fine for now. Cool. So next up, of course, how are we doing on this upgrade? Well, it's still not upgrading. We only have, what, one shipyard here. Okay. What all is queued up here? Frigates. Let's actually get rid of those couple of things there, and let's get these upgrades done. There we go. Beautiful. How are these upgrades down here going? They're still underway. That seems fine. The 8th fleet will be back any moment now. So 1023. Sure. I'm pretty sure they've got the Unbidden under control here. We're not going to make any hostile moves to take territory over here. That's too much influence at this moment. It very looks like this is under control.
Our ships have been made superior.
Maybe we should have massively increased the crisis strength. Okay, well, lesson learned if that's the case. Let's check in on our bombardment. Here on Cradle, they still have increased their garrison. Okay. Well, we'll continue to work on that. And where's that other fleet at? Okay, it's back at Earth. So let's go ahead and get that upgraded. No, let's upgrade that here at Earth. Just right here. We don't need to go to the mega shipyard. So we'll enter orbit, upgrade fleet to latest designs at the Sol Station. There we go. Cool. And we can also begin to reinforce this, but we'll do that after we upgrade to the latest designs. I'm pretty sure we're not going to have to handle the unbidden. There's our Strategic Coordination Center operational. Beautiful. Let's check in on
Our
that
ships
down
have
here.
been made superior.
That looks good. Cool. So these upgrades are very much underway, right? No doubt about that. The 7th Fleet needs a lot of reinforcements. That's for sure.
Our ships have been made superior.
Cool. The Ibn Battuta really should be sent somewhere. How are we doing on our gateway up here? 500 days on that. That's going to take quite a lot of time to get that anywhere we want to go. We're honestly probably better off just waiting. Realistically. So the 9th Fleet allegedly finished its upgrades. Okay, we need to deal with some of these frigates, I guess. Yeah, that's what needs to happen there. The Axis Mundi also needs additional upgrades. I'm not sure what's going on with that one.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
But we'll get both of these juggernauts upgraded. There we go. And energy weapon attack speed, not that that's tremendously useful at this point. We'll go for shield hit points. But if they have this under control, which I believe that they do, then we don't need to worry about refitting to be maximum shields.
Our ships have been made superior.
This looks super under control to me. The AI has got this. They put together just a massive fleet. I don't think they bothered with reconfiguring their ships. No, they did not. They just put together a massive coalition fleet and got it handled. Cool. That seems fine. So the dimensional portal has been destroyed. The unbidden are out of here. Good job, AI. So we'll see where the next one comes in at.
We have established
And what they
a
are.
new planetary base.
So Agendas Prime has been established. We need to build a gene clinic and a monument. There we go. How are we doing up
Our
here with
ships
our
have been made
terraformations anyway?
superior.
Can we continue to colonize any of these locations at this moment? Yes, the invasion has been defeated. Indeed. The coalition did its job. So good for them. We're going to colonize this with Bizarro Ottomans. Cool. Anything else to be colonized? Yes. Out here in Thoth, we can continue to build up and scale up ourselves quite a lot. We don't have to be reliant on this shaking up the galaxy. That definitely didn't shake up the galaxy. There's no doubt about that. The Zadrins have awakened psionic abilities. Good for them. So we're going to continue to reinforce this fleet. It is still upgrading as well. Have we finished this upgrade yet? No, we have not. Okay, how's our bombardment at Nixahel going? Also,
Our
is this set
ships
to indiscriminate?
have been made
Yes, it is.
superior.
Okay, so we want Cradle here. Man, there's so much more to get through here. That bombardment is going to take forever. We only have 3k strength here. Once we have our gateway here, that's going to make things a lot easier. So that's only a few days out. And this upgrade will be done soon. How are our upgrades down here going? Well, this needs to be
Our
re-upgraded.
ships have been made superior.
Our frigates keep needing to be re-upgraded. What is going on with our frigates? It is set to auto-upgrade. Interesting. I'm not sure what's going on with that. That's very strange. We can go ahead and activate the Surveyor, though, and we'll definitely do that. That's an additional 4 alloys. So that's out over here. Not too bad. Not too bad. I like it.
Our ships have
We
been
are, of
made
course, going to
superior.
continue terraformations up this way. I would like to grab this terraforming. It's 10K to get that done. And we would really need to sell off something. Oh, we should turn off our edicts. I just realized that those were still on. There we go. That should be no problem there, unless we're still negative on our volatile motes. We'll see. If we are, we may be able to do something about that. We've got this mining world here. Let's go ahead and upgrade our fortress. What else might we need? Okay, our gateway site is now ready in Ajandis. Cool. So we need a little bit more over here. There we go. We'll get that going. And I'm going to get rid of this construction ship. I think it's no longer necessary. Cool. What else do we have for jobs? This foundry station requires a Habitat Central control. Easy enough. And it looks like that's it for now.
Our
Cool.
ships have been made
So we're just
superior.
continuing to upgrade, right?
Our
The third
ships
fleet
have
is
been
now
made
done.
superior.
Okay, these are finishing up. That looks good. That said, we're probably going to want to turn them back around because the Unbidden is not exactly needed. So, we're probably going to want to refit these a bit. But that's okay. So, we had this Stormfire autocannon here.
The
I believe we
conquest
used
of a new world
plasma
has begun.
cannons on them previously. Let's see, 6.16. What if we just dropped both of these and ran phase disruptors on our picket ships? They're designed to swarm. So we can penetrate the shields that way. We can't do this while it's upgrading, so we're going to have to wait for our upgrades to finish. That's fine. I'm going to actually stop this upgrade. In fact, we should stop all of our upgrades. So we're going to come up here and bombard at Cradle. Any of these that are currently upgrading, apparently control click doesn't work, shift click, we should stop. Stop those upgrades. And now we can get this saved. Cool. Okay, so let's go through all of this and make sure that this is what we want. So Sapient Combat Computer Swarm seems okay. For our frigates, we're running energy siphons. And we're set to torpedo. I feel like energy siphons are kind of useless on these. We should maybe phase disruptor these as well. Like this. Then we're running small dark matter deflectors, advanced afterburners, and dragon scale armor. With a dark matter reactor, jump drives, dark matter thrusters, and tachyon sensors. Sure, that all looks good. So, destroyers. Let's see. What is the role of this? They are line. So I think we drop the reactor booster, and we probably put in, like, living reactive armor to harden our armor. And then we drop this down to be... Let's see, that's shield penetration there. So we're not good against armor right now. Plasma cannons are good against armor at what range? 0 to 40 compared to 0 to 30. So obviously this needs to be changed around, right? So I think that we run a phase disruptor in our medium slot. And then we run a gunship stern. And actually, no. We do need to run the interceptor ship stern because I do want to have both of these hardened. Like that. Okay, so in this slot here, we're going to want something... Well, for one thing, I want these to be Gauss cannons instead, rather than the Stormfire autocannons. Stormfire autocannons are a lot more damage, but they're also very short range. So maybe we should have these... I wish this said what range it closed to these days. Since the rework, it doesn't say that anymore. Are these medium range? I don't know. I don't know. But I do want to run, I think, phase disruptors out here. So 30 range, 40 range. So something like this. So we tear through the shields. We don't do anything against armor. So plasma cannons, like this. This attacks the hull directly. These tear through the shields and do bonus damage to hull. This tears through armor and deals bonus damage to hull. So something along those lines. Yeah, this design already exists. Okay, so that would be our destroyer. Now for our cruiser. This is set to a line formation here. I feel like that's okay. We have kinetic artilleries here and medium Gauss cannons. Kinetic artillery might actually be too much. Maybe we should run something like this, but we're going to need something that can deal with armor. So we run like something like this. So it's a nice mixture. We drop our reactor booster and we put in living reactive armor. Like this. So we can deal with shields, we can deal with armor, we can deal with hull. The main question is range. I don't know what range this is at. Our battleships are definitely going to be artillery range, firing its longest ranged weapons at the target. Do we want just kinetic artillery out at this range? 45 to 80, 45 to 120. Okay. So I think plasma cannons are fine here. What if we ran something like this? So we tear through shields, we tear through armor and hull. From a pretty long range of 80. Something like that. Then our Titan. That's running perdition beams. I think we run something similar, but we go a little bit heavier on the kinetic here. Ship fire rate seems reasonably fine. And the rest of this I think is okay. Can we have multiple shield hardeners? Actually, we can. So that seems good. Something along the lines of this is what we would target. Okay, so we're heading up over here to help bombard. And all of these fleets are going to re-upgrade here. So this was in Melitane. You are definitely going to head up and help bombard. We want to get Cradle taken care of. The 3rd fleet is in Monakadir, which is fine. The 7th fleet is in Egil Rarvis, which is fine. The 6th fleet is bombarding. The 9th fleet can upgrade. The 4th fleet in Monakadir can upgrade. And the 8th fleet can upgrade. Okay, so all of that's going to be pretty expensive, right? That's going to chew through our alloys for a bit. But we'll get that done. And the 2nd fleet is, of course, heading up here to help bombard. Our bombardment here is still ongoing. However, it is improving. This is going down by 1.5-ish per day. Cool. So we'll get that handled. Our 2nd fleet comes on in. Excellent. And once some of these get finished up and our gateways up here are done, which should be soon. Yeah, 150 days there. Then we can relieve these and get these upgrading. So that'll be absolutely fine. The 7th fleet still needs a lot of reinforcement, but I think we need these alloys for upgrading still, is my guess. So we'll let that be for the moment. Cool. So that's all looking good. Our construction ship is still building in Unatra. It'll be done there soon enough.
Our ships have been made superior.
Okay, the 3rd fleet is now done. And the 3rd fleet is eventually going to make its way up here to help take over this bombardment. Or we finish the bombardment. One or the other. We've got low stability on Scalene right now. What's going on there? Just pop approval rating. Okay, well, we'll need to get that monument leveled up a bit. That's fine for the moment. That is very bright. That is very bright indeed. It is a holy world, so that's fine. Now, we could declare martial law there, but for the moment, I think that literally all we need to do is bring up the pop approval rating. Pop approval rating is very low right now. So, it is what it is. Cool. Okay, so these upgrades are progressing nicely. And we're so close now to getting this gateway site done. 15 days. The third fleet is going to immediately come out here and take this over. As soon as that's done.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Okay, there it is. And we also just finished our army damage. That's nice. Let's go for army health. Cool. The third fleet is going to come into Cradle now that it can get there quite quickly. And that'll be great. It'll come in and bombard. Beautiful. So our upgrades are continuing to be underway. As soon as we arrive here, we're going to send the 6th and the 2nd fleet to go upgrade. But we need to bombard, for the time being, down to 1860. We're getting there. We're definitely getting there, but I'm not quite ready to attack this world. Okay, third fleet, where are you at? There you are. Excellent. One thing we should probably consider doing is building a hyper relay connecting the... Well, no, we're not going to need to. Once this gateway site is done, that's irrelevant. So I don't think that is going to necessarily be a thing. We're going to arrive here in about 35 days, and then these guys are going to go get their own upgrades.
Our ships have been made superior.
Beautiful. So we're now looking at around 260k for our top-end fleets. If we look at the autocracy up here, equivalent. And we have a lot more shipbuilding that we can do. So that's absolutely great. That's looking really, 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 really good. We're heading in here. And the third fleet is going to begin this bombardment. And the 2nd and the 6th are going to go get their upgrades. Excellent. So they're off to the mega shipyard. It will not take them very long to get there, but we've taken over the bombardment of Cradle. And that's going to be ready to be attacked pretty soon. We're actually hitting the assault and the garrison armies at the same time now, which I love to see. Actually, is the assault army considered part of the garrison army here? It is, isn't it? In which case, we should just land here and end this. For some reason, I was thinking they were separate. So it would have been like 2,000 that they had here right now. But no, that's not the way that works. Cool. So in we go.
Our ships have been made superior.
Beautiful.
Initiating ground assault.
We're going to take some hits here, but I want this war over with.
Construction complete.
Once and for all. Beautiful. They don't get a chance to start the war in heaven. So the combat width is unfortunate for us. But we are seeing the morale dropping on some of these Gene Warriors, which means that their damage output is going to be dropping a lot. So that's looking good. Yeah, continue focusing those Gene Warriors. I like it. Cool. Our damage is split a little bit right now, but this is fine. I'm not concerned about it. We're definitely going to win this. No problem whatsoever here. Now that their morale is breaking, their damage output is dropping dramatically. We could have kept up our bombardment for a while.
Our ships have been
but
made
it seems
superior.
fine. I just want to get this done. Beautiful. Unfortunately, we're hitting their back line here. We really should be hitting their front line to drop their damage from breaking their morale. But backline hits are, I guess, a thing that we're doing. So that's fine. The defense armies are virtually gone. And there's still that Gene Warrior army. But the morale on these guys is now broken. Beautiful. So this is the only army doing meaningful damage at this point. And it is doing a good amount of damage. No doubt about that. But now its morale is damaged, and now its morale is broken. It's over. It's super over. At long last.
Our warriors
there we go.
Are victorious. Enemy
the end of the arbitrators. Perfect. Next, we're going to go after the Reconquerors. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to continue getting our ships ready to go. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Kentuin, James, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Kentogan, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Spartan News, Unisil, Rogue Corvid, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.